Here's something we don't talk about enough in local government. Public trust usually isn't lost during big decisions. It's lost in the quiet spaces between them, in the moments when communication pauses, when engagement becomes episodic, and when residents are left to fill in the gaps themselves. This idea that trust fades between moments, not just during them, will be a through line for the entire season. This season is about how Canadian municipalities actually build public trust through systems, not one-off engagement, and what leaders can do to make trust durable. Welcome to a blueprint for building public trust. I'm Kent Waugh, and today I want to start by telling you why I'm doing this series, because context matters. I launched this on my 61st birthday because rather than letting it pass quietly, I wanted to pause and reflect on a journey that's now spanned more than 4 decades. Back in the 1980s, early in my career, I had the opportunity to work with municipalities like Chilliwack, Mission, Abbotsford, and Harrison Hot Springs. What struck me then, and still does today, is how meaningful local government work really is, and how quickly trust can be damaged when systems aren't designed to protect it. That tension between good intentions and fragile systems is something we'll keep coming back to throughout this season. 16 years ago, I turned that insight into purpose by founding the W Group. From day one, we made a very deliberate decision. We would work exclusively with Canadian municipalities. No corporate clients, no private sector pivot, just local government. Since then, we've partnered with more than a quarter of British Columbians, municipalities, and regional districts, and many others across Canada. Our work is always focused on one core question: how do communities listen better, learn more, and honestly build lasting trust with their residents? One of the most formative partnerships in that journey has been with the City of Surrey. Together, we helped launch City Speaks, North America's first community panel. Today, it includes almost 8,000 residents. It has supported thousands of surveys and captured hundreds of thousands of resident perspective. At the same time, we helped design Surrey's subscriber-based e-newsletter program. More than 100,000 double opt-in subscribers across 22 monthly categories. And here's why that matters. These weren't campaigns, they were systems. That distinction, systems versus campaigns, will become central as we move deeper into the series. Those programs reinforce something I've seen again and again over the years. Public trust isn't built overnight, and it isn't built through one interaction, one survey, one open house, or one engagement window. It's earned through consistency, through presence, through showing up between decisions, not just during them. Across Canada right now, public trust levels vary widely, and so do the approaches municipalities use to try to build it. What works in Surrey won't necessarily work in Saskatoon or St. John's, but the patterns do travel, the principles do repeat, and the mistakes are often the same. That's why I started sharing these ideas publicly on LinkedIn, not as theory, but as lived experience. This series isn't about software, it isn't about platforms, and it isn't about quick wins. It's about systems, it's about continuity, it's about understanding why trust erodes and how it's rebuilt over time. Each episode will focus on a different pressure point: engagement, silence, coordination, leadership, but all of them connect back to the same core idea. Trust must be designed, not hoped for. This conversation is for CAOs, senior leaders, communication teams, engagement professionals, and elected officials who know this work has become harder, not easier. If you've ever felt that your organization is working incredibly hard, but trust still feels fragile, you're not alone. Public trust isn't built by accident, it's built by design. And the goal of the series is simple: to help municipalities move beyond one off interactions and engagement and towards durable trust systems that survive projects, elections, and leadership change. By the end of the season, my hope is that you'll see public trust less as a communications outcome and more as an organizational responsibility. If this resonates, I encourage you to follow the series here, share it with colleagues and councils who are asking the same questions. Trust isn't built in isolation, and the more openly we talk about how it's earned, the stronger our communities become. In the next episode, we'll move directly into one of the most common pressure points. What happens when public consultation gets hijacked, and why that's almost always a system failure, not a people failure.